Can you all hear me?
Slightly. You're going to have to get into that microphone.
I am from South sometimes. Anyway, so thank you all for coming tonight. They've had some serious weather situations, everything they've done this year. And I just would like to thank them. But let's kick this off. When Megan first laid eyes on Glenn, this is what she was thinking.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. Other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Show it!
I don't know what it is with my family. I don't know what it is with my family, but everybody they've married so far, Terry, you're blessed. A little bit of booty in the back. In all seriousness, they met while Megan was an intern at the PGA, and Glenn was cradle robbing it out on the creek. They started out as friends, and then it started to get serious, so it was time to meet the McCaffreys. Most of you know who we are, so get ready. The first night, we all knew he was the one because he woke up in my parents' backyard in his underwear on a lounge chair, locked out, that my mom, Megan, was clearly, sleeping. My mom had to open the door and let him in, and it was the first time he's met this entire family. Now that we know to feed him before he drinks, he's good. Get that. But in all seriousness, he accepts our family, quirks and all, and it's a lot to handle. And a great example of this is when he decided to propose and ask for Megan's hand in marriage. He asked my dad, can I marry Megan? A simple yes or no would be normal, and you just heard him. He was just supposed to dance, but he gave, maid of honor speech and man of honor speech, and rambled like the most random things, whatever. That's him. So instead of saying yes or no, he goes, "Do you want some meatloaf?" That was his answer. I don't think he said yes or no yet. Anyway, so Corson accepts us. And during Sandy, I've been used to, hardships with my siblings, always being so close, having each other's back, but we lived together, and Glenn and Megan, our brother-in-law and sister-in-law, never once lost their patience or flipped out, and it just shows the type of families they've married into are amazing. And that brings me to, during Sandy, Megan and I have huge SUV cars. We've lost 9 cars during the storm, and Glenn's little car was the only car that survived. And he joked around saying, I think that was my dad, he made it okay, he's the only one that actually owns his own car. And that, well, Mom, it's not part of the speech, Mom. But his car was the only one that survived, and looking down at him tonight, I think that he's raised between Glenn and Kerry, like Shirley. Looking down, he could be so proud of you guys. That was the only circumstance. Now it's on to Megan. Growing up, Dad kind of dabbled into it. Her nickname was Fire in the Devil's Eyes. If she wasn't running down the street stark naked with a baby carriage with a live bunny rabbit in it, locking my grandma out of the house for hours, or stealing my aunt's car at the age of 3 from the driveway, or attempting to, pretty much she was a handful. And she's developed into such a nurturing, caring person, she won't let Glenn eat pizza or do certain things anymore. Hot dogs are banned from the house. That I have to sneak it in. Tonight I'm ordering to their hotel room Domino's because he hasn't been able to have it for months. But she's developed into such a nurturing, kind-hearted person with a little bit of wild child in her. But overall, This relationship is pure and kind. They make each other better every single day. They don't fight about the littlest things in the world. This baffles me because I have no idea like how you guys do it. But you guys are the greatest, and I'm beyond thrilled. I feel like you've been married since 2008, the day you guys went to Coldplay together. And I wish you nothing more than the best in life, and I'd like to cheers.
I just want to say I love you guys, and I think you're
There you go, Kat.
two of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. And that's all I have to say. I just love you guys so much. I love you.
Did you help write that?
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Kerry and Kelly one more time. Now, how many people out there know our best man, Dave and Dan? Everybody give Dave and Dan a big round of applause.
One. I promise I won't give you too many embarrassing stories. I'll try to keep them to a minimum. But I've known Glenn since we were little. A few things have changed since then. I've grown. You're getting it. You're listening. Keep trying. Well, we've known each other, like I said, since we were little. Went to elementary school together. Grew up playing soccer together. But with Glenn, since an early age, and spending so much time with him, I guess I can say I got to know what I consider the real Glenn. Glenn was always full of mischief. I'd like to consider him a partner in crime together with me. Many of the stories I will not get into, since we probably don't need to get into. Kevin's here. But like I said with Glenn, from a young age, we knew each other. It gave me kind of the privilege to know from a young age he's someone that I want to care about for the rest of my life. Someone I know is always going to be there for me, and someone who I always want to be there for.
I think we're doing like a back and forth thing, so I'll keep it short. I moved to Richfield in high school when I met Glenn, and it became clear to me pretty quickly upon meeting Glenn and getting to know him and everything, his character, who he is. And I think everybody in this room that knows Glenn feels the same way. He's a very good man, and it's to say it plainly, say it simply. Getting to know that, and the more I get to know him, the more that becomes true. It's something nice to know. Happy to have a friend like you.
So as Mr. McCaffrey alluded to a few minutes ago, Glenn and I lived together in Philadelphia. I was out of college, I got a job down there. Within a few years of being down there, 2 to 3 years, my boss came to the staff and said, we've got an open position. Anyone know anyone who kind of fit the criteria? You're going to work long hours. You're not going to get paid much at all. You're going to be working in a small area with no windows. And on top of that, you're going to be working about 2 feet away from the person. I thought, yeah, I know the perfect guy for it. Lo and behold, a few weeks later, Glenn accepted the position, moved down to Philadelphia. And from the beginning, it was, for lack of a better term, in a way, a dream come true. I got to have my best friend living with me. I got to work with him, which was fine. But Glenn and I got to spend about 16, 17 hours a day, together. After Glenn had been down there for a few years, we had the fortune of having Meg join us. And Meg used to come down and visit for a few weekends here and there. And then obviously the time came one night and Glenn said, Meg's moving in. As a friend, of course. And we were thrilled. Whenever we'd go out with Meg, she was always first one out there dancing, ready to go right away, and we were thrilled. Needless to say, with Meg and Glenn, or Meg, excuse me, last night, Lindsay and I were sitting down having a conversation, and my wife, Lindsay, and Meg comes in. She comes in, opens the door. So we're talking about a few different things. And, we asked her, how do you feel about tomorrow? You ready? Yeah, I'm fine. And, long story short, she goes to Lindsay and I, she goes, yeah, I'm ready. Glenn might not be perfect, but I tried to tell you more. He might not be perfect, but at the end of the day, he's perfect for me. Lindsay and I just kind of smiled. Okay, we know it. They love each other, and we couldn't be happier. So Glenn, Dan, Meg, Dan and I couldn't be happier for you. We couldn't be more thrilled that you chose us as your best man. And here's to a life of happiness for the two of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you put those glasses down, put your hands together. Once again, guys, make some noise. Oh!
Johnny Can! Nothing like a little Johnny Can!
Rich is a fuck up, right?